Bien le bonjour, in this short video, I'll quickly compare the different versions of the duo Maman and Papa Bomb, renamed Progenitrix and Progenitor in FF14. Coming from the FF4 compilation, they spawn one after the other in the 14th as the last boss of the Pharos Sirius hard mode dungeon, despite them never actually appearing together in the same game. Even worse for le Papa, as he only appeared in the almost episode exclusive to the PSP compilation, FF4 Interlude. La Maman was in both the original and the sequel, The After Years. They were all fought rather early in the game, even though Interlude was really short. And this implied a limited amount of skills, although their FF14's counterparts aren't much more complicated. In the FF4 episodes, Maman and Papa Bombo started the fight under a basic Bombo form, but with a lot more HP in addition to the boss battle music. They only used the attack command in this form. La Maman transformed once she lost 1500 HP, whereas le Papa changed at the slightest assault. Both ended up exploding, which damaged every hero and left 6 more classical bombos behind them. La Maman didn't act at all until the massive explosion, whereas Papa Bombo was a bit more aggressive for 4 turns before exploding on the 5th. He rotated between Blue Flame and using the attack command twice. The former works the same in FF14, an AoE hitting all players, but with one new stackable fire vulnerability debuff mechanic. Let's quickly cover the 3 abilities exclusive to the 14th. A small AoE in front of them, another AoE on a player other than their main target, and finally a first bomb summoning amusingly named Bombshell Drop. This last one is only used by Maman Bombo and only spawns 3 enemies. Let's now talk about the massive explosion skill renamed Big Burst. In the 14th, La Maman only starts its cast under 15%. It doesn't work like it did in the 4th, but there's still an additional reference. The damages vary greatly depending on her remaining HP, and is automatically cast if she's down to 1. However, they're still deadly if she's above 10%. Back to the 4th, where the damages didn't change with her remaining HP, although in the DS remake they were ridiculously pumped up. Now, if we look at the self-destruct skill used by all the other bombos in the game, they did, in fact, deal their remaining HP as damages, but only on one target. So Square Enix decided to mix those traits together for the ability in FF14. Papa's Big Burst works the same as in FF4 with only one difference. He doesn't die from it in the 14th, allowing him to use it twice. The total number of 6 summoned bombos is even the same with those 2 explosions. First 1 pair, then 2 pairs. I'll finish this video for good with the bombos themselves. Just like in the first, there are 3 different types in total following the Big Burst. The matching is simply based on their stats. The Lava Bomb is the classic bombo. The Grey Bomb is the only one to actually keep the same name in the English localization, even if it doesn't really keep the right colors. As for the Remedy Bomb, it's taken from the balloon. It has a huge HP pool in the 14th, making it unkillable before the Grey one self-destructs. But strangely, it was the only one of the 3 in the PSP version that had a floating animation, whereas the others were static. You'll do what you want with that trivia because this is the end. Prenez soin de vous et amusez-vous bien.